Slakia, I accidentally stopped my video, but they're gonna go extinct. Okay, we're gonna round all the Edomites up and burn them after they serve their punishment, the 1,000 years of slavery. That'll be the only nation that won't receive any mercy, actually. Okay, the scriptures say that, how they won't receive any mercy. I believe that's in Romans. Let me see. Romans chapter 9, verse. Okay, I don't think that's it. Well, that's okay. We can go back to Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, but it does say in Romans 9, verse 13, how the Lord hates Esau. But they're the people that won't receive any mercy. Let me just pause this and look for that scripture. Alright, so this is James chapter 2, verse 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy, that hath shewed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. So the Edomites have shown no mercy during the time of hardcore bondage or slavery, even before that, during the Romans. Okay, remember King Herod, which was an Edomite, sent the order out to slaughter Israelites 2 years old and under, because he knew about the prophecy of the Messiah, of the Lord coming. That's why it says, Rachel weepeth for her children, because all those Israelite children in the land of Jerusalem and surrounding that area, the 2-year-olds, the young boys were slaughtered, or the young babies. All right, but all the 2-year-olds were slaughtered, man, and under. Okay, going back to the Greeks, how they put hell on our people. You can read about that in First Maccabees and the Second Maccabees. How they put total hell on our people, hanging our infants, slaughtering the women, the men, the children. You see, and then hardcore bondage, and then this devil, he's gonna come down with great wrath yet again. Okay, so hey, this devil, he has shown no mercy, so he's gonna receive no mercy in the kingdom of heaven. All right, the parable with the rich man and Lazarus, the tables are gonna turn. All right, when it talks about hell, it's not talking about Hades, underground place, be burned forever, because that actually contradicts the scriptures, because the Lord is a merciful power. But hell is a condition. All right, hell is a grave, like a low place. So they're gonna be in a low condition. Okay, this is our hell, and this is Esau's heaven, and it's gonna switch. We're gonna be in our heaven, our paradise. Okay, we're gonna be on top, and this man is gonna be on the bottom. He's gonna be in hell. You see. Ezekiel 35, going back, verse 4. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord power, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, a forever hatred. You read the scriptures, how when we came out of the land of Egypt, when the Lord set up Moses to deliver us, we actually contacted our near kinsmen, which were, the Edomites, because Jacob and Esau were twin brothers, and we asked, it was actually Amalek, Esau's grandchild, and we asked them, can we go through your land? We won't touch anything, we won't even, and if we do, we'll buy it. We just want to go simply we just want to go through your land, because it'll be a faster way. And what did they do? They came out with swords. They met us with swords. They try to meet us with violence, because that's Esau's nature, is violence. He's a violent man. He's the only one that goes hunting and kills for fun. I can understand if you're going hunting for provisions, for food, all right, for some type of resource, but he does it for sport, for game. Okay? It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, when we were in hardcore bondage. Hey, it says that Cristobal Colon didn't put down his sword. I believe a priest wrote this. He didn't put down his sword for an hour when he came over to the islands, to the West Indies, to Arawak, to be specific, which are the tribe of Ephraim, the Puerto Ricans today. He didn't put down his sword for an hour, and then the rest, a lot of them actually fled, all right, into the interiors of the jungles. But the ones he captured, he put on cargo slave ships and sent them back to Europe, back to Spain. So a lot of them Spanish people over there, a lot of them actually Ephraimites, Judah, all right, Benjamin, because they were ruling, the continent of Europe as well. Okay, Levi mix, but he was sending a lot of them back to Europe. Okay, but they didn't shed they shed the blood of the Israel by force. The Native Americans, okay, they came over here and slaughtered the Native Americans. All right, now they were winning. The Gadites were winning a lot of the wars, especially Reuben, the unconquered Native American tribe actually. But Esau, he did a lot of his tactics by deceit, a real cowardly way. He would get us drunk, all right, get us at our most vulnerable state, and then attack us. Make peace treaties, then come attack. All right, so this man is a coward, all right, and a liar. It says, in the time that their iniquity had an end, right, after slavery, they were still lynching Negroes. I believe that's when the police force, the Paddywhack, came in. The Ku Klux Klan was formed after that. They were doing more lynchings, way more lynchings, all right, after the so-called slavery ended in 1865, which that was just a political move, by the way, all right. Abraham Lincoln only did that to collapse the Confederates, all right. Really, he wanted to send us to Liberia. All the Negroes, he wanted to send them to Liberia, okay? Because he didn't believe that they were equal to Edomites. But they were lynching us. All right, I got stories. So my grandma would tell me stories how, her being from Watts, California, all right, South Central, if you don't know where that's at, how they would put burning crosses on their front lawn. My great-grandfather was actually, or my great-great-great-grandfather was actually one of the first so-called, black men to pass the bar test to become a lawyer. And he was in the newspaper, but they were giving him a hard time, all right, sabotaging him, okay? So a lot of these Edomites, man, they're haters, they're natural-born haters, they're jealous, and through their envy, that's why Cain slew Abel, which that was Esau, right there, Esau and Jacob, you see? Because there's a thing called reincarnation, and it's biblical. You come back every 3 to 4 generations. Okay? But Cain got envious of Abel and murdered him. Same thing today. Esau is envious of Jacob. And he shows his violence towards his offspring, his children. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it that passeth out, and him that returneth. You see, so hey, you reap what you sow. You're gonna be put in slavery. You're gonna get violence. You're gonna get messed up in the kingdom real bad, Esau, and all of your offspring. I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Right? So, your kingdom, your empire is gonna collapse. All right, America is gonna be nuked, and you're gonna be put in slavery. All these, infrastructures you built up are gonna be thrown down. Okay, and that's coming. Okay, that's coming. Revelation 13 verse 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity, slavery, shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. So you put us in captivity, you're going to go in captivity. You killed us with a sword, the same thing is going to return upon you. Okay? And that's the judgment that's going to come for Esau. So Lord willing, this was the edifying lesson. All right. Until next time, Shalom.